Oh, today's topic, Ferrari.
Folks, welcome back. And today we are throwing it way back to some of the very first Tarmac Works Ferraris that they released. Couple really cool ones. This is one of my favorites that they've done. I love this livery. I think it looks really good on this particular car. And this one right here was actually the first Tarmac Works Ferrari that I ever bought. This was the very first one. This one is the one that got me hooked. So very cool. I don't think I've ever opened these. I think they've always been sealed with the plastic. So we are going to change that. You know what we do. So, anyways, let's just go ahead and crack into it. I don't know if a lot of people really care about these Tarmac Works Ferraris, but I collect them. I have every one of them so far. In fact, at the time I'm recording this, I have the red and yellow F40s coming in the mail, probably in the next couple of days. So we'll have to do a review on those too. Like I said, I don't know if anybody really cares about them, but I like reviewing them because I think they are really cool. And Tarmac Works is one of the only brands that does these Ferrari race cars in 1/64 scale. Well, I know you have like BDR, like the actual Italian handmade stuff. I know like Kyosho and Tomica do that kind of stuff, but I mean, they don't really, in my opinion, they don't really compare. Tarmac Works, say what you will about them, and I do give them shit because their quality control is bad, but they actually, for the most part, do a pretty good job with these Ferrari models. So I'll give credit where credit's due. Oh, these are actually taped down. The acrylic is taped to the base. You don't, that must, I don't think I've ever seen that before on these Ferraris. That's weird. Interesting. I don't know. But so here's a car in the base. This is the Ferrari 488 GT3 from the Bathurst 12 hour of 2017. You have your Ferrari official licensing sticker right there, which is awesome. And then there's the information about the car. And yeah, you also have this little card that comes in the bottom, and it tells you what number the model is. I say it every video. I wish they would tell you how many they produced. But here's the car. Absolutely beautiful. Classic Ferrari red livery, and it also has some nice like yellow because it is sponsored by Momo, which is nice. So you also have, I think the main sponsor of this car is this Caltex. I don't know what that is. I would probably assume that it's some Texas-based company with how the logo looks and the fact that it says Tex on it. Again, I have no idea what it is, but this is the number 88A car. And it looks really nice. The wheels are this really cool, like gold bronze color. You've got the Pirelli P0 tire printing, which is nice. Tires on the front are a little bit messed up. I've got a little bit of a gap right there and right there. But other than that, the wheels do look really good on this one. And yeah, just it's a pretty simple livery. It's, just the classic red, but it's got some cool sponsorship logos and stuff. You got the Caltex up here again, Pirelli, OMP. I don't know what this is, but you've got the big Momo on the hood right there, which looks really nice. You do have a separate Ferrari badge right there, so it's a separate piece, nice and shiny, metallic. It looks really good, centered pretty well as well. Liqui moly right there. The front splitter is going to be carbon fiber printed, which is nice, and I like how it kind of like curves up in the center. Really nice venting at the front too, if I can get it to focus. And then there's also like some writing and stuff down here on the front splitter. I can't really tell what that says, but it says "My Life in Australia." I don't know what that means, but you've got Italy right there as well. On the windshield banner, you have Liqui moly, and then you also have the 88A, and then you have the little pull tabs to rip the covers off the windshield if need be. The venting above the tires looks pretty good. You've got the Ferrari badges right there on either side as well. Mirrors are going to be hard plastic, and they also do have a reflective sticker in them, which is a nice touch. The roof of this one's kind of interesting. It's got like stamps on it, and it's the whole roof is actually carbon fiber as well. I don't know what these things are. I would assume that this is some sort of food, but I've never even heard of this, and I don't know how to pronounce that. Our coolest, freshest, crunchiest yeah, I have no idea what that is. And broccolini. Yeah, I don't know what that is. I don't know what company is that. Can't even tell. But you do have the names of the drivers. Also, I do want to say that the printing quality of whatever this is kind of bad. You can see it's very pixelated. So that could have been a little bit better, but you look at it from a distance, it's not too bad. So on the rear window, you also have the 88A. You got the OMP logos right there. You can see some kind of cross bracing in silver, as well as like a little bit of the engine detail and whatnot down in there. So that is cool. Right there, you've got the perfection thing. I would imagine that's whatever these stamp things are for. I don't know. A little bit of venting right here in black as well. You've got your fuel filler, slotted window, and yeah, it looks pretty good. You have fuel fillers on both sides. You got Pirelli logo right there, as well as Momo. It looks like the livery is kind of mirrored on both sides, but you do have some nice venting on either sides of the rear glass. Momo, real big on the back spoiler. Looks good. And liquid moly on the sides. Rear of the car looks good as well. This little Ferrari badge looks to be a separate piece, but it doesn't look very... it kind of just looks like a blob, to be honest. But you got liquid moly right there, Momo on either side. The taillights look pretty good. They are acrylic. Big rear diffuser. You got 2 silver exhaust tips. You also do have this little tow hook right here as well, which is a separate like photo etched metal piece. So we do like to see that. And yeah, this was my first Tarmac Works Ferrari, and it started in absolute addiction, and I now have them all. So kind of cool to go back and look at this. The base and the coloring of everything with this particular model is also really cool. So yeah, I like this one a lot. It's not my favorite, but it's one that started it. So anyways, let's jump over to the next one. So this is going to be the Ferrari 488 GTE. This one from the 24 Hour of Le Mans in 2019. So that is that's where the GTE comes from instead of the GT3. At least in this era, I believe they all have to be like GTE class, or I don't know exactly how Le Mans works. I'm more in tune with how IMSA works and Super GT and whatnot, but this one also has these little pieces of tape. I'm probably not going to put those back on because I don't see the point, but kind of interesting. But here's a little business card thing. This is number 4009. Okay, I don't know. Anyways, here's the car. Here's the sleeve. Ferrari licensing again. There's the information about the car if you need it. And yeah, this is probably, if not one of my favorites, if not my favorites that Tarmac Works has made. I really like this blue and pink livery. It is, I believe this is an Iron Dames car. So this is an all-female team. Yeah, it says it on the wing right there. Iron Dames, women driven by dreams. Yeah, I really like this car. I think the livery and the color choice I think it just looks really good. But the wheels are a nice gunmetal gray. You have like some red dots in there. I don't know exactly what that's for. Maybe just for some color. But you do have Michelin printing on the tires, which I do like. You've got the number 83 box right there. And I believe this is the AM class. But I'm not, like I said, I don't know exactly how Le Mans works. But you do, the main sponsor for this is, I think it's pronounced Hublot. And Guess, you got a little Michelin man right there. And yeah, it's pretty simple. It's mostly just the striping, but you do have some sponsorship logos down here on the side running boards, which is cool. On the front of the car, headlights look amazing. Very clear acrylic. You can see like some nice detail underneath there. Again, the front splitter is going to be carbon fiber. You have a separate piece for the Ferrari badge right there. I believe the team is actually Kessel Racing for this, so that's why you have the Kessel on the windshield banner. But yeah, you have the Iron Doms, Iron Dames, Doms. I think it's Dames, but in pink right there, you got the 83 box again. The striping kind of angles down to a point, which is pretty cool. And I believe these little things right here, these little white rectangles, those are probably fog lights, and then maybe more fog lights down there. Not sure. Usually these cars that race at night usually have fog lights, I think, or maybe it depends on what region the race is in. Not exactly sure, but kind of cool on this one. You actually do have Kessel Racing printed on the dashboard, which is cool. I wonder if there's any color in there. Yeah, there's actually a red and yellow harness at the driver's seat. I wonder if this one had that as well. We'll look real quick. Yes, this one also had that. Nothing on the dashboard on that one though. But back to this one. The mirrors are pink. They look really good. And of course they will have that reflective sticker in them. And on the top of the roof, you will have the Guess logo. I guess that's a jeans brand in the US. I've never really heard of them. It's probably a women's brand, I would imagine. Fuel filler right there. Again, it doesn't look like there's one on the other side. It's not printed right there in that circle, but fuel filler right there. You do have a silver roll cage in this car, and I believe the livery is pretty much symmetrical on both sides yet again. And there's probably supposed to be some venting right here as well, but it's not painted in or anything. Well, actually, maybe it is. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't tell. But again, engine detail is going to be the same as the other car. You've got the silver cross supports and whatnot. So it's pretty cool. You do have these little yellow arrows right here. I don't know exactly what those are for. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know what those are for. But imagine these arrows are for the release pins for this back panel. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Again, you have Iron Doms in pink on the rear wing. On the side of that, you have the I should know my geography better. What flag is that? What flag is that? I don't know. I don't know. I need to know my geography and my countries better. But there is your little red tow hook again. You've got 2 silver exhaust tips. Guess the rear Ferrari badge, which is a separate piece. This one looks much better than the other one. This one's not a blob. But you've got the little Le Mans thing right there, 1949-2019, Kessel Racing, and yeah, looks pretty good. Big rear diffuser on the back. Taillights are acrylic. But yeah, this is one of my favorites, if not my favorite. I just think the blue and pink looks really cool on this one. And Tarmac Works did a pretty good job with it. You will see throughout these, and there's a lot of little like decal issues and whatnot. But for the price, because I buy them when they release, so I pay about $20 to $25 US for these. With the amount of detail that they pack into them, and the fact that most of the time they just stay in the display cases altogether, the quality control could be better, but it gets a pass just because it's, it is what it is. I can't make Tarmac Works change. But yeah, very nice cars. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, when the F40 lightweights come in, we will take a look at those. But for now, you'll have to settle for this. But once again, appreciate you guys watching, and I will catch you in the next one.